This is one of the hardest videos I've ever made. Hey, I'm the Spiffing Brit, and I find exploits and glitches inside of video games, Steam, and sometimes YouTube itself. Most of the time, the exploits I find and cover are fun and don't have negative impacts, but today's exploit does, and it's so bad I decided the best way to fix it was just to explain it to YouTube and have them remove it entirely. And as YouTube is an open platform and I think you, the audience, will find it entertaining to listen in, I've decided to create this video today. So let's sit back, relax, get comfortable as I'm about to explain how to kill someone's channel. Imagine how easy YouTube would be if you were the only channel getting recommended. Imagine if every time someone searched the word Skyrim on YouTube, the only videos that would appear would be my videos. Now, that would certainly be good for business and put me on our Lord and Savior Todd Howard's radar. But it's not exactly a good idea for a fair and open platform like YouTube. So today I'm going to be explaining how we can create that and effectively delete someone else's video from existence. But of course, to discover this, we must go back into the archives and the Wild West of many years, okay, probably like 2 or 3 years ago, when something like this actually happened. For you see, there was a tiny little bug a few years back that allowed you to add infinite dislikes to videos. And of course, a lot of people use this for fun and added dislikes to their friends' channels, and you had crazy looking numbers like this. This allegedly, from some creators, resulted in videos getting buried in the algorithm, but in reality, it probably did nothing. I mean, dislikes are meaningless, we figured that out now. I mean, they were yeeted off the platform harder than poor Susan was, rest in peace. Now, what this mass disliking of other people's videos did cause, however, was the first documented effort of widespread intent from creators to bury their fellows in the algorithm, so that naturally their videos would rise to the top. I mean, the logic makes sense. If you have two relatively even videos and one audience member will only really want to watch one of them, if you had a way to suppress one of those videos, then, well, suddenly the audience member only has one video to choose from, and that means you get that view. Since then, we have seen a few handful of easily traceable attempts to sabotage channels with things like bogus copyright takedowns. As those leave you liable to legal action, they're rather rare. Today, however, I will teach you all and hopefully end the fastest, greatest, and untraceable way to tank someone's video. Oh, and best of all, they can do absolutely nothing to stop you. So how do we do it? How do we kill someone's video? Just promote it. Wait. What? Hang on a second. Okay, so YouTube, in its vast infinite wisdom, as we explained in the previous YouTube exploit video, allows us creators to take out adverts on our own videos and each other's videos. In fact, you, the audience, can do this too. You can pay to have this video run as an advert on top of other videos too, and be put in front of other people's eyes. Now, this is logically a beneficial thing. It can help you reach your target audience. But what happens when you don't aim for a target audience and instead target a broad or irrelevant audience with your video as an advert? So for the last video, it was a bit of a double experiment, as we deliberately targeted as broad and as large an audience as possible to get as many cheap views as possible, knowing that the audience we were targeting wouldn't watch the actual video because, well, it's a RimWorld video and that's kind of a niche community. Look, not everyone's into organ harvesting like us Brits. Except those pesky Belgians. The result was, as expected, a boost in views, but a collapse in watch time and engagement on the video. Now, the YouTube algorithm is kind of brilliant, and it's a bit too perfect. When a viewer quickly leaves a video after realizing it's not their cup of tea, and that YouTube kind of recommended and pushed it to them wrongly, YouTube then slows down how much it's pushing the video. This is designed to stop things like clickbait. For the most part, it's brilliant at filtering you, the user, into watching something that's actually worth your time. Now, following our advert test on the RimWorld VOD, the video itself died in terms of impressions, watch time. The only thing it had going for it was views. But as soon as that ad campaign ended, oh, so did the views. Allow me to show you. Here is the glorious previous 90 days of analytics from this fantastic RimWorld VOD. See if you can find the window in which we paid for adverts. Oh my, yes, it's right here. Wabam, look at it. This is around the point where we started paying for adverts, where this dip begins. Now, the video had been averaging between 1,500 and 3,000-ish views for around about the last year. It's been incredibly consistent, but as soon as we took out adverts that weren't very well targeted, sure, we got a bunch of views very quickly, but they immediately died and dropped off. We went down to just getting a few hundred views per day. Effectively, we were getting less than a tenth of what we were averaging every single day after paying for adverts, which is not very good at all. As you can imagine, this also massively killed the impressions for the video. You can see around about about here is where we paid for the advertising campaign, and instead of getting between 10 and 25,000 impressions a day, we've been down to averaging only about 2,000 or 3,000 impressions a day, which is terrible. Impressions are when YouTube actually is pushing a video to an audience, and as you can see, impressions are down 70% previous to the last 90 days, which is absurd. We've effectively paid to have this video be killed, which is brilliant for all the wrong reasons. And you can see that whilst the average watch time impact was technically only temporary, the lasting effect it's had on our algorithm cannot be ignored. It is very powerful indeed. So you might be thinking, that's great, Spiff, you effectively paid £400 a few weeks ago to kill one of your videos. I bet you feel brilliant about it. And the answer to you is, no, I feel bloody terrified, because here's the problem, and a few people did actually notice it when we made the video. If you were to take out adverts on someone else's video, which you can do, there is nothing stopping you, you could take adverts out on someone else's video, make sure they target a terrible audience for it, and then effectively tank their channel. Now, you might be sat there thinking, Spiff, why on earth would you want to do this? And the answer is very simple. YouTube is a hyper-competitive market. The standards for quality content has massively grown over the last few years alone, and there are more and more creators entering the space each year, which is brilliant, but it also means that there is a greater amount of footage being supplied and demand hasn't greatly increased, which means that, say, when a new game comes out, there's only so many creators that can be at the top of that search list, harvesting all of that brand new audience. I'm going to mention a use case scenario for this exploit. Let's say as a creator, I want a video with a whole bunch of views. One of the best ways I can do this is target a brand new game release that has, say, a huge amount of hype, like, say, Hogwarts Legacy. Now, this isn't my particular cup of tea. I mean, I'm much more of a College of Winterhold enjoyer, because who can be bothered playing a game which only has 24 magic spells when Skyrim has like a bajillion of them? Nonetheless, this is effectively a brilliant opportunity from creators to get a lot of views, because there are literally millions and millions of people searching for this every single day. Now, if I were to make a Hogwarts Legacy video, that's great, but as vidIQ can literally tell you right here, there's a lot of competition. A lot of other people are making Hogwarts Legacy videos. If I were to say do a Hogwarts Legacy before you buy kind of video, that's brilliant, but there's at least 20 other people doing exactly that. So how do I make sure that I get all of the views and they don't? Well, very simply, I just take an advertising campaign out on their video, and I deliberately target a demographic that would in their right mind not ever want to see Hogwarts Legacy footage or want to know whether they should buy Hogwarts Legacy or not. And surprisingly, Google's ads backend makes it very easy to target anyone who wouldn't want to play this game. So what happens after we target those people? Well, this video stops getting 1,200 views an hour. It starts getting basically nothing. It will die in the algorithm, stop getting recommended to people, and after a few days, those people are still searching for Hogwarts Legacy, do I want to buy the game? And my video, which hasn't had adverts run on it, will start climbing the ranks ahead of theirs, and suddenly I am getting all of these views targeting Hogwarts Legacy footage. That is the true power. Let's say Elder Scrolls 6 comes around. Let's say you're one of 5 creators in a pre-release ready to show off the footage into the world. Well, what do? You find the other 4 creators, you find their footage, and you run ad campaigns on their footage for people who hate Skyrim. Watch as their videos collapse, and watch as the vast majority of the recommended views are instead directed to your video, because your video, according to the YouTube algorithm, is the best. It has the highest engagement, it has the highest average view duration, so it is going to get the most impressions, unlike this video which has been killed. This is absolutely fantastic and absurd, and I love it, and it terrifies me. Now, of course, this does come at a cost. You do have to pay money to run an advertising campaign. However, you don't actually need that much money. Remember, we killed this video. This video on my channel was killed for just $400, and realistically, we could have done it for probably about $100 to $200. It would have still massacred this video. Now, of course, if you're targeting other people's channels, like say Mr. Beast, someone who's getting several million views per day, you'd need to be forking out thousands of pounds to try and tank one of his videos. But for a creator of, say, my size, literally £500 is all you would need to probably kill one of my videos as they release. Imagine that as a creator, you've just spent weeks working on a video, or you've just spent months getting hyped up for this game release that you're about to share in this video that you've crafted, and you've just got it scheduled to release. It releases, someone runs an advertising campaign on, and all of the analytics crumble into the ground as the video collapses. Truly brilliant stuff. But for smaller creators than I, let's say one of my lovely Irish friends, Potato McWhiskey, you could probably kill most of his videos for the low cost of anywhere between £50 and £100, which is absurd. This man does YouTube for a full-time living, and for just £50 I can kill his videos. It's a power I shouldn't have access to, and it's a power that he should at least be able to stop. Now, it's not all doom and gloom. If someone has taken out an advertising campaign on your videos, it is not dead for good. Videos do come back. Eventually, the algorithm is correcting itself. It is continuously improving. As you can see, once the advertising campaign ended, our average viewing duration is increasing. It's getting back to normal. It's almost back up to the 2-hour mark, which is vaguely where we want it to be. And with that, we've started getting more impressions again. It happened recently, but look, the impressions are climbing back up, and with it, so are the views. You can see. Look, we've gone from getting 171 views a day, we're now up to getting over 1,000 views a day. It has taken over a month to reach this point, but eventually the video has returned to normalcy. Look, in just the last 28 days alone, we're getting back to reality, back to where this video is meant to be at. But we definitely can't overlook the fact that anyone would have been able to do this to a video, which is why, as a feature, it is horrifically broken. The fact that anyone with just a few £100 lying around could go and take out an advert, and I can't do anything to stop them, and just delete one of my videos algorithmically is wild. So that's why YouTube, hey, if you're watching, I would absolutely love it if you, my lovely friends, could just stop the ability of anyone running an advert for a video they don't own, or at least give creators the ability to opt in to not having anyone else run adverts of their content. Now, I know that's a feature that already exists, but not for the smaller creators, so it would be nice if you could roll it out across the board, you know? Because as fun as it is to be on a platform where any randomer watching is able to delete one of my videos, I'd personally prefer the balanced and secure mental health prospect of that not being the bloody case. But yes, thank you YouTube for this insightful new feature. Please get rid of it. Now, if you're sat there watching and you're a viewer or you're a creator and you want to see this thing gone because, dear God, it is a nightmare, then you can do your part and bring this to YouTube's attention. You can share the video via a community post. You could leave a comment. You can even at YouTube in the comment section, I think, or in a community post. It will eventually get to their attention, and hopefully within the next few days or weeks, we'll see them get rid of this whole advertising malarkey once and for all. Nonetheless, this is also my congratulations for the job to the new YouTube CEO. I hope you've had a fantastic time settling in, because now that Susan's gone... because I have so many exploits to show you over the coming year, my friend. So let's start this working relationship off on a good foot by having you fix this problem. Anyway, lots of love. Thanks for watching, YouTube. Right, now that they're gone, I hope you also enjoyed the video too. If you did, feel free to give it a like. It's very useful in spreading the love and joy. And hey, if you're watching this channel for the first time, I've got like a bajillion other exploits from the histories of YouTube, which are truly fantastic and mesmerizing. But best of all, there's more to come, because there always is. This is an algorithmically an AI-driven platform, and those things are highly exploitable. So if you want to see more videos like this in the future, then make sure to subscribe. Oh, and of course, a massive thank you to each and every one of our amazing, majestic sausages who are Patreons and YouTube channel members who valiantly fund these lovely videos. Thank you very much. And if you sat there wondering what to watch next, well, look no further than this on screen now. I think you're going to like it. Anyway, I'll see each and every one of you in the next one. Have a lovely day, and goodbye for now.